everybody, this is Chris at Zenark Reptiles. Thank you for joining me once again. If I can get you to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That notification bell keeps you in the loop of all my upcoming videos. How's it going? This is Thatcher. He's actually my first male I've ever owned. He's a little hyper. I don't know why he's just a hyper guy. He may look kind of small. It's because he only eats mice. And I don't feed him every week like the air snakes. I only feed him about every other week. I go get a mouse for him every week. I mean every other week. I'm sorry about that. Because here in town, people that breed mice, they're pretty small. And unfortunately, he doesn't grow that fast. But he is a male, and he is over 500 grams. And he's bred for me quite a few times. Calm down, dude. Anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about why I do what I do. And what that is why do I breed ball pythons? Why am I doing videos about it? Why do I spend my free time? Because you guys all know, if you guys watch my videos, that I have another job that's 40 hours plus a week. And plus, I come home and I spend my evenings and a lot of my weekends dealing with these guys. And I also breed rats to keep them healthy, so I can feed to these guys. And I'm just going to talk about why I do what I do. And there is, a lot of people think they want to get in the ball python market because they know there's actually money to be had. There's actually there's a lucrative business in ball pythons if you do it right, if you know what you're doing. That being said, it's a lot of work. Honest to God, I could probably make just as much money where I'm at now, and a lot less work. Me and my wife make pretty good money where we work with a couple side projects. Without reptiles, we do pretty well. And the thing is, though, is why would I spend time still breeding these guys when I already have a pretty good income, nice house, a nice new cars? Because the thing is that most people understand is that I love animals. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I totally love animals. I am obsessed with animals. My house is a menagerie. We have everything from hedgehogs to ferrets to cats, dogs, snakes, lizards. I have quite a few, I guess I wouldn't say quite a few, but I have a decent amount of blue-tongued skinks. I have monitors. I have tegus. It's because I am obsessed with animals. But these guys right here, I'm really obsessed with reptiles. And the reason why I chose ball pythons is because these guys right here are the perfect pet for lots of people. For most people that want a pet. And what I'm saying is that a dog, I have a dog right now, it's a puppy. Her name is Dax. She's a great dog. Training her, she's headstrong. I almost forgot how much puppies suck when you first training them and being puppies. But in about a year or so, she'll be a great dog, well trained, and a great addition to the family. But that being said, unless you have the time to spend with the dog, and make them part of your family, they're a lot of work, and you probably shouldn't own one. You shouldn't own one because they need all that time and attention, affection. Especially we have a Doberman. Dobermans are lap dogs. They like to be with you constantly. They don't like to be alone. And you need to spend a lot of time with he's climbing all over, with animals. You have to spend a lot of time with these dogs and commit a good part of your life to dogs. Cats, not so much. We all know that cats like to come and see you for a few minutes and then run away and do what they want to do. Cats are great that way. But that's why I really love ball pythons. Like this guy right here, I can pull him out right now and interact with him. He is such an active snake. And hold him, spend time with him, put him back in his cage, and I don't have to touch him for another month. Obviously I gotta feed him, but I don't gotta touch him. I don't got to, I do gotta clean them, but cleaning up their cages is so simple compared to taking care of dogs. If I have 1 or 2 of these guys, my food bill is so much cheaper than a dog, a cat, other animals I have. Now, I spend a lot of money on ball pythons. That's because I'm a breeder and I have quite a few of them. This is just one of my few snakes that I have. But that being said, the reason why I do what I do is that I know these animals are amazing, and I love working with animals. I do, and that's what I want to do. That's why I'm willing to, you know, try to forfeit a good business I work with and you know, a good life to, not saying I'm going to quit my job or nothing like that, definitely not. But I mean, I'm trying to transition into doing this full time, and it's because I'm obsessed with these things. I love them, and I know that they're great pets, and I want to share them with people and let them know how amazing they are. That's the reason why I'm willing to, you know, spend, I mean, my time after work and my weekends, is because I want people to know how amazing these animals are and how much joy they bring to my life. I mean, this is a pretty basic morph, but I mean, he is beautiful. He always freaks me out though, these little spots that bananas get. Always think they're mites. I had mites one time. I got them when before when I first started, I didn't quarantine my animals, and I brought them in and I got mites one time, and I learned my mistake from that quick. Actually, when I get a new snake, I treat them right away. But these guys right here always freak me out because they have these little spots. They kind of remind me of mites sometimes. But anyways, the reason why I do this is because I love it. I love these animals. I love reptiles. I liked them since I was a kid, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, is work with these guys. And I want to convey how much I love these animals with other people, and how they would be great additions to their family, you know, to their kids, to people that, you know, that love animals like me. How easy of pets they are, how not to be scared of them. They're not slimy, they're not mean. I mean, if they do strike at you, it's just because they're scared. It's, you know, it's a defensive bite, and feeding them is easy, taking care of them is easy, and you get to take them out and hold them as much as you want, and then you put them away, and you don't have to, you know what I mean? And you don't have to have the responsibility of, like, say, a dog, or like even my ferrets or my bird. The responsibility of spending time is very minimal compared to my other animals, but I do enjoy pulling them out and spending time with them. I swear this one's like a corn snake. He is so active. But that's my goal, is to convey how much I love these animals and to show people how much I do. And that's why I like going to shows, and that's why I like going to places here and talking to people about snakes. I mean, people like to talk to me, and I like to talk to them too, but when they start talking about snakes, instantly I open up and I start telling them about all my collection and things, because I love these animals, and I think they make a great addition to anybody's lives. And they've gotten a bad rap so long. Snakes, like all the movies vilify snakes, unfortunately. And the reason why I chose ball pythons, because there's a lot of animals I love. I love Western hognose. If you watch some other videos, I'm totally obsessed with Western hognose. And I love colubrids. And I like my spotted pythons, my children's pythons, and, you know, my Stimson pythons. They're great pets too. But I just love the morphs. I love the colors. And that's what makes me really love the ball pythons. And people come over, and this guy right here, I mean, even though he's hyper, I'd let anybody hold him. He's not going to bite him. He's not going to hurt him. I mean, I trust him. And, you know, even my Stimsons and them, sometimes when they're hungry, will bite. Not often. But these guys, they only bite when they're babies. I mean, for me anyways, I haven't really been bit by any of my big ones. One time I did get bit by one of them, but it was because I put the rat in wrong, and he got my hand, and it was an older one. But once they get a certain age, they don't bite, and even if the babies do bite, it doesn't hurt. I do wear gloves sometimes with all my babies because I got so many of them. So, you know, in breeding time, and not right now, but during breeding time, and I wear gloves because I don't want to get struck a million times. But that's the reason why I do what I do. These guys are amazing, and I want to show the world they're amazing. I want to educate people about this, and I want to devote my life to working with reptiles. And that's the reason why I'm willing to, you know, sacrifice and breed rats and clean up rats and clean cages, is because I love animals and I do love reptiles. And I think reptiles always get a bad rap in the world. And when I was back in the day, when I started like in the late 90s with working with reptiles, people always looked at you like you were a freak. Nowadays, people are a lot better with it. They don't treat you like you got leprosy, but back in the day they did. So nowadays, sometimes people treat you like you're weird or different. You know, I get all the rattlesnake jokes about churches and stuff like that. That's why I sell them to churches and things like that. But most people are pretty cool with them. And you gotta think a lot of people like Kevin at Nerds and Brian Barczyk, and these people that's been doing these for years, they took a lot of stigma away from these animals. Like his Reptarium, I think it's a great thing. People go in there scared of snakes, and they leave like knowing they're not mean and they love them. I'm not saying that they'll want to go home and get one, but they educate them that they're not mean. And the great thing is like, I know people that wanted to kill every snake. I had a friend, he always wants to kill all the snakes, kill them all the time, killed garters, killed everything. And now when he sees snakes, he don't hurt them anymore. He's like, I don't really like them, but I understand why I don't want to hurt them, because they're actually doing good out, especially where I live here. We live in the desert. There's rattlesnakes, a lot of different snakes here, and there's bull snakes. We have rubber boas, lots of different snakes around here. Sorry, my voice is a little scratchy. But nowadays, he doesn't want to hurt them. And that's the whole thing, is I want to educate people. This is more of an educational program, is that I want to educate you that these make great pets. They're also a great hobby. And I want to, you know, like I said, I want to dump my life into these things. And that my true love is ball pythons, and I just love the color. I love the morph. I love the fact that this thing right here can eat without having arms. I mean, if you think about that, that's amazing. They survive in the wild without arms, and if you think about that, that's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I do thank you for watching my videos. Please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Also, if you wouldn't mind checking out some of these videos right here, also slam that button right there, that little butt picture right there. Love it if you guys subscribe and be part of our family. I will see you next time, guys. Later.